The American College of Financial Services announces its plan for upward mobility and wealth building for Black America. King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, August 19, 2020. The American College of Financial Services announced today 4 steps forward, a holistic initiative to help combat racial inequality, promote wealth creation in the Black community, and generate upward mobility in communities of color for future generations. The college created 4 steps forward around the principle that financial services industry has a pressing obligation to address the systemic racism that exists today, given the industry's central role in helping people accumulate, retain, and distribute wealth. As such, the industry is best positioned to create real change in Black communities and to dismantle the pervasive racial inequality that it helped build. The financial services industry cannot afford to repeat past attempts to eradicate systemic racism and achieve the same insufficient outcomes. We must strive for common ground around this generational cause and work together to foster upward mobility and wealth creation for Black Americans, said George Nichols III, President and CEO of the American College of Financial Services. Our 4 Steps Forward initiative presents a viable plan for sustainable and generational change that will both narrow the wealth gap and have a lasting effect on how the financial services profession best serves and understands all communities of color in what is fast becoming a majority-minority nation. The college proposes that the financial services industry comes together to devote both its financial and intellectual capital to participate in these 4 steps forward. Number 1, develop financial literacy programs for Black women uniquely designed to address systemic wealth inequality and empower financial well-being. As breadwinners and household financial decision makers, legacy financial well-being for the Black community most often starts with Black women. Number 2, create a collective impact initiative that can be executed at the community level, backed by financial resources and top-tier talent from national organizations. Working alongside local professionals, corporate America can create lasting change in how Black communities view and establish wealth. Number 3, identify and develop the next generation of Black leaders in financial services firms through an executive leadership program that supports career growth and stronger communication and relationship skills. This program will assist Black leaders with breaking through the ceiling present in the historically white, male-dominated corporate environment. And number 4, commit to purposeful professional development in the form of recruiting and retaining more Blacks in financial services, particularly by developing a blueprint for study groups to help equip Black professionals with a network of knowledge, and by rallying financial services firms and trade organizations to identify top advisors to serve as mentors and coaches for these professional study groups. To further support the long-term efforts of 4 Steps Forward, the college will launch the Center for Economic Empowerment and Equality to catalyze, convene, and promote evidence-based knowledge around these efforts, leading to better informed policy decisions and solutions for future generations. The center will initially focus on the Black community and expand over time to empower other underrepresented and multicultural communities across the country through the financial services sector. Dr. Pamela Jolly, CEO of Torch Enterprises, an expert in generational wealth building, will advise on the launch and help develop the center's infrastructure. The college will conduct a national search for an executive director to lead the new center and has retained the firm Isaacson Miller to manage the process. A number of recently announced national commitments address racial inequality, yet many organizations are still looking to identify where best to invest their dollars and resources to make a difference. The college invites organizations and foundations from across the financial services industry, including banks, credit unions, insurance companies, broker-dealers, asset and wealth managers, financial technology firms, and industry trade organizations to join us in this initiative as founding sponsors and collaborators to provide the intellectual capital and philanthropic investments needed to establish a new, sustainable standard for racial equality and financial well-being. To date, the college has received significant investment from a large financial services company and individual financial support from its board of trustees, as well as interest from several trade organizations and industry firms, making the center well-positioned to engage the diverse financial industry in this important 4 Steps Forward initiative and welcome others to collaborate in this collective cause. As an accredited nonprofit institution that has educated financial professionals for a near century, the college has the reputation, impartiality, and partner relationships in every sector to bring together the industry's trade and financial services organizations to drive powerful action toward this common cause, said Nichols. Everyone is saying that this time feels different. The financial services industry has the opportunity and the obligation to make sure that feeling becomes reality. And who better than the American College of Financial Services to lead this effort? As always, with that being said, peace and Black power. One love. I'm out.